Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Al-Shai, Hashem, Makakwada, Shalom to the 144,000, and the rest of the elect out there, Shalom to all. I'm going to make this a super quick video, and I'm going to entitle it, We Are Still Under the Curses of Deuteronomy 28. So, I want to go right into it. I put in U.S. evictions by race. It says, in the U.S., evictions, when was this put up? Evictions disproportionately affect black renters, which are Israelites. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, mainly Judah in the United States, with studies showing they face a higher risk of eviction than other racial groups. Now you got Esau saying, oh, this is not a racial thing. It's not a racist country. When they do their statistics, they break shit down by race, you dumbasses. When you have a medium, upper class neighborhood, you have all whites. You have a black family moving there. They could be making the same amount as the so-called whites. What do they say? There goes the neighborhood. I'll look that up too. That's a curse. That means the neighborhood goes down. Another term, you got there goes the neighborhood, you got white flight. We're going to look into them words. It says, specifically black women, these highly educated, I'm better than you, I don't need no man. Black women are at a significantly higher risk of eviction. So they're going to have to humble down. Is Isaiah 4 verse 1 going to take place on this side? Let me look at this. Here's more detailed look. Here's a more detailed look, excuse me. High eviction filing rates. Black renters are significantly overrepresented in eviction filings, even when considering the share of renters who are black. For example, black renters constitute a smaller percentage of renter population than they do in eviction filings. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this. Oh, let me do this. Let me read this. Evictions as a racial justice issue. Evictions are seen as racial justice, as a racial justice issue, with some arguing that eviction records can unfairly limit housing opportunities for people of color, particularly black women. Everybody knows the attitude problem that a so-called black woman has. So they give you a hard time finding a place. You may have all the money, but they, But no, this is not white people. No, white person. No, I got 3 black friends. Impact on families. Rural disparities. Eviction rates can also vary significantly across different regions of the country, Babylon, with rural areas, country so you can understand, outside the cities, experiencing higher rates of evictions among black renters. Serial eviction filings, evictions that go on and on. Person gets evicted, they get a place. 2 years later, they get evicted, they get another place. A year later, they get evicted. A substantial portion of eviction cases involve repeated filings against the same household, highlighting the ongoing nature of the eviction crisis. So that's it. You get evicted out, you get another place, Section 8, whatever the hell you get, maybe a year, 2 years, maybe a year, 2.5 years. You got to go to court. So you're back and forth in court for 6 months. Then you get evicted again. It's talking about our people. The top of this, let me do this. Okay, let me come on down here. What race has the highest eviction rate in the U.S.? Black renters. Judah cursed the most. Face a disproportionate share of evictions. Less than 1 in every 5 renters in America is black. 18.8%. But over half of all eviction filings are against black renters, 51.1%. This also means the black renters face far higher risks of eviction than any other group, meaning racial group. No, you guys are not even under the curse of doing it. How can you be the people that is? What about the small hats? Shouldn't they be on top of the list and say the people? Shouldn't they be under the curses? Why aren't they suffering the curses? I've been around the Jays. They live in very, very, very good. Very good. I've been to their gated communities. They live in very, very good. Okay, what are the racial disparities in eviction? Black people and women disproportionately face eviction. 64.4% of eviction filings are against black people, while 51.9% of all tenants in the Cleveland Housing Court jurisdiction are blacks. 60% of eviction filings are against women, while 51.4% of all tenants in the court's jurisdiction. So you, black woman, you known for getting evicted. You're all used to it. You used to come home, you see the sign, you try to stop it, you go to the courts, you buy time. And then you got this guy, you got Taco Trump, he cutting everything. You know, there's cases of women that they get Section 8, all they got to do is pay $25 of their rent, and the rent might be, let's say, $800. The $775 or the $775 come from feds. That part is rent, but you're in arrears for $25, and it builds up, and you get evicted because you can't get $25 as a part of your fucking rent payment. $25, that's $6.5, $7, not even $7 a week. You can't even put together shit. You can go out and get bottles and cans, and go to the supermarket and get money out of it. So our women got a low self-esteem. Who is most at risk for eviction? Black children. Black children and their mothers, the demographic most at risk of experiencing an eviction in the United States as of December 7, 2023. Every year, more than 25% of black children living in rental households receive an eviction filing, according to the new data released in the fall of 2023. This makes black children and their mothers What race has the highest homeless rate in the U.S.? Who is the homeless in America? over 240,000. That's a lot, a quarter of a million. Homeless Americans, 36.6% of the homeless population identified as black, African American, or African. They're these Africans that come over here from West Africa, they're Jake. So they take on the curse too in 2024. This was the largest population of household people. This same demographic made up 13% of the U.S. population in 2023. There's like 12% of so-called blacks in America, but they represent more than about 60%, 50 to 60% of evictions. That means most of y'all are getting evicted. I don't need no man, and if a man's with you, you fuck up everything. You fuck up everything. Now women are desperate for men. Who has the worst homeless population in the U.S.? Oh, Hawaii and New York. Wow. Wait a minute. Hawaii, New York have nation's highest homelessness rate among states. A table showing the states and Washington, D.C., that's a chocolate city, New York, chocolate city, with the highest rates of homelessness per 10,000 people. Hawaii, D.C., and New York have the highest homelessness rates. Data is based on point-in-time count that occurred during January 2024. Are people of color more likely to be homeless? According to 2021 study by Chapin Hall, there are significant racial disparities in youth homelessness, highlighting that black, Hispanic, and American Indians, remember what Biden said, we mainly want black, Hispanic, and American Indians to get the jump shot. Alaskans, which are Israelites, youth face significantly higher risk of housing instability compared to white non-Hispanic youth. Blacks first, Hispanics second, American Indian third, Alaskan Native fourth. Who has the highest eviction rate? But we're not in the vocab. You guys are not even under the curses. How can that be talking about you? The group with the highest eviction rates are black women with children. This is what happens when you get with Pookie, Ray and them. Nationally, black renters are disproportionately affected by eviction filings and evictions. Specifically, black women with children face the highest risk, compromising almost 30% of the average annual eviction filing and 12% of those evicted via court order. Furthermore, children under 18, particularly black children, are at the highest risk of eviction. Now, if you're raised in a single-family household with your mother, you're gonna pick up what your mother does. You're gonna learn by your mother. That's why you need, if you don't have a father, you need a father figure. These jakes that are stick-up kids, drug dealers, want to be the next MJ, want to be the next LeBron James, want to be the next Floyd Mayweather, drug dealer, stick-up kids. If you look at them the wrong way, they bust a cap in your ass. They're basically there's men that have a woman's spirit in them. They got the big muscles, they tatted up, can knock 3 niggas out, but Their spirit is the spirit of a black woman. Take a black woman and give her muscles like a man, get her swole, make her masculine as hell. What do you got? You got a black man that grew up in a single family household. And men, they try to get, take care of kids. You got your kid. You ain't my daddy. Where's your daddy? He lock up. So numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. On to the next shalom.